Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm coming to you with a very interesting game, and it was just added to Game Pass, unless you're listening to this way later, but it's Robinhoodsherwoodbuilders. Builders. That's right. And I was like, you know what? I just played Kingdom Come Deliverance. I like medieval games now, I like building things, like in Minecraft. I said this might be a good game, and it really was a good game. Yeah, but there are some interesting parts of this that I need to tell you. And I'm going to tell you how to get every achievement in this game, or at least try to get every achievement in this game. I'll explain. All right, so this game has 100 achievements, and 100 achievements. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. But most of them are for story, you'll see. And it's for 1,000 gamer score. And I would give it a 5 out of 10 difficulty, not including the professional achievement. So there's this one achievement, and yeah, it's about 100 out of 10. Nah, that's a little over-exaggeration. But yeah, definitely 10 out of 10. Without that achievement, the game is like a 5 out of 10. You could do everything else pretty easily. Completion time, 50 to 60 hours. It might be less. It might be more. I've ended up playing more than 70 hours. But that was because of a different reason, I'll tell you. Anyway, playthrough number 1, story mode. And so there's a story mode that you're basically doing throughout and getting reputation. And then playthrough 2 is just any achievement cleanup that you missed. Yeah, and I will go over all of that. So here's a secret. Categories 1 through 8 that I'm going to give you today are all story related. What? Yeah, so what you need to do is you need to go around to every single place, every single event, every single location, every single area. I keep saying every single because it has to be every single place, and you have to complete everything. It's not as hard as it sounds. However, if you do not complete everything, or if you do things the wrong way, then you will not get these achievements. All you really need to do is just complete everything. That's it. So category number 1, Barnsdale Reputation Achievements, 11 achievements for 110 gamer score. All right, so the first 10 achievements are just for getting 10%, 20%, 30%, all the percentages all the way to 100% reputation in Barnsdale. That's one of the 4 areas. And then once you get 100%, you'll get number 11, how it all began. There's this one location, and in that location is 4 locked doors. And so once you get 100% Barnsdale reputation, you'll get a key, and then that key will open one of the doors. And it happens for all 4 of the locations. So completing all of Barnsdale will give you this. So how do you complete all the reputation? This is highly missable. So there are quick saves, though. You can go to beds. There are these beds, and you can actually go near them and it will quick save. And then there are these signposts. If you go near them, it quick saves. Or if you actually click on the bed, you can make a save yourself. So if you mess up with any of this, just restart the save, restart the checkpoint, and you will be able to fix it. So you need to do all of the main quests in each area. You need to do all the side quests in each area, and some of them are actually like hidden. Like, you don't know where everything is. That's why you have to go to every location. But honestly, once I figured out how to kind of do that, it was not as hard as I thought. Going to all the warehouses, going to all the camps, you have to do every single event. So there are these different events, either a hanging that you have to stop, or there's tax gatherers, or there's all different types of things. And you have to do each of these things. They're kind of timed events, and if you fail at them, you will not get the reputation for that. All right. If anybody offers you anything to as a reward, like if you save someone from hanging, let's say, and the guy says, "Here, take this money," you cannot take the money. If you take the money one time, you will not get the 100% reputation. Not even one time. Now, in the future, they may add more events and stuff and missions that you can do. But for now, you have to do everything. So same thing if you find stolen goods in an area. Right? You find the stolen goods when you're there. You have to bring them back to a steward. A steward is a person who will take them from you and give you the reputation. If you sell those stolen goods, you will not get the reputation and you will not finish this game. Yeah. I was really stressed out about Barnsdale because everybody said what a nightmare. I was at 98.5%. I'm like, what am I doing? Well, like, what do I do? I found it. I found the hidden mission. It was a quest. It was actually the blacksmith's quest. Yeah. And it was just hidden out of nowhere. I just went to a random building. Someone told me about it. I went there. It had the last amount of percent. All right, category 2 is doing everything I just said in Peak District. That's right. And then once you get 100%, you get a key. You open up the area that you have to open up, and you will get a reward. Category 3, same thing for Sherwood Forest. Category 4, same thing for Midlands. Yeah, so that's it. So now once you do all of that, you will then finish the game. Yeah. So here's another note for these achievements. This game does not like to have, at least now since it's a newer game, unless you're watching it later, they don't like to pop during the actual story. I don't know why. Or so when you, if something doesn't pop, like the last achievement for like beating the entire game, I was like, I beat everything. There's nothing left. What do I do? And I realized, hello, I need to restart the game. So I went to the main menu, and then it popped there. Yeah, most of them popped there. So you're going to see other ones that pop there. All right, Category 5, Story Achievements. 25 achievements for 250 gamer score. All of these things, except for literally number 24, a royal wine, because I just missed it. Like, it was literally on the floor by where I was. If you look at everything, pick up everything, which really you will do. In this game, there's not that much stuff to do. I can't imagine that you wouldn't just look at everything. You go to a location, kill everyone, and get all the stuff. If there's stuff laying around, it'll like shine, like in Resident Evil. You can just pick it up. Yeah, this is really story related. I was only missing that one because I just missed it by accident. It was right where I was. Yeah, so if you're doing categories 1 through 4, I feel like this is going to be hard to miss. And if you do miss one, just look up which one it is online and you'll find out where it is. Category 6, side quest achievements, 5 achievements for 50 gamer score. Again, these are just completing all the unique side quests in Barnsdale, Peak District, Sherwood Forest, and Midlands. Yeah, that's it. And so if you're doing the 100%, you'll get all these. All 4 of these I needed to go back to the main menu to pop, by the way. All right, and then number 5, it's a wily fox that gets into every hen house. So this is for going to every single warehouse in the game. And if you're going for 100%, you will get all of them because you're gonna get everything. And you're gonna. Oh, and by the way, whenever you go to a camp or a warehouse, you need to kill all the enemies. The flag will turn green, but then eventually the flag will turn red. Also with green. It'll have 2 flags, but it'll say reputation gained. All right, as long as it says reputation gained, you don't have to go back to that place. It's basically you can go back and keep killing enemies for materials and money and stuff. Category 7, early game achievements, 4 achievements for 40 gamer score. There's no way you can complete this story and get 100% if you do not do the tutorial type stuff, which is collect your first herb, cut down your first tree, hunt down your first doe, and mine your first stone. So you will get all these things because you have to do them. Same thing with Category 8, event achievements. 3 achievements for 30 gamer score. There's no way you'll get 100% if you do not do beheading events, hanging events, and royal convoy events. Yeah, so you have to go take part in those. That's why all of those are just story related. So, all right. Yeah, so there are actually only 3 categories left. Category 9, building achievements. 8 achievements for 80 gamer score. All right, so now for this, I would say a lot of these you're going to get naturally because, with story progression, because you need to build some of these things in order to get stuff. Yeah, that's normal. So basically here, number 1 is construct your first community category building. There are 4 different sections: community, workshop, production, and then there's an extra section, all right? So the community, you have to basically build 1 and all of them. So number 3 and 4 is construct your first workshop, and number 4 is all the workshop buildings. 5 is first production building, and 6 is all of them. So let's talk about those 6. I'm going to put up on the screen what I had to do. So most of these things, unless it has a 0 next to it, like the house and the tavern, which you are unable to upgrade, you can't upgrade those, all right? If you can upgrade it, which is everything else pretty much, you have to upgrade it to level 3, they say. All right, you can only go up to level 3 for each of these buildings. You can't go higher. So they said, the people who've put the notes in like true achievements and stuff, you have to upgrade everything to level 3. It's not necessarily true. They're right about most of the things. So you can see here, like in the workshop, you have to upgrade your furnace to level 3, your blacksmith to level 3, your kitchen to level 3, alchemy lab and weaving mill to level 3. All right, or at least I had to. I know those first bunch you really have to. And then distillery and jeweler were only at 2, and I'm like, oh, the achievement popped. Why did it pop? I don't know. Interesting. So production, same thing. As long as you have that quarry, the lumber mill, and the farm, I don't think the garden and the butcher really matter. I think I had done the second level of the butcher before I even finished those other ones. So that's why, yeah, as long as you have the garden and the butcher, I think it should work. But this is what I had, just so you know. And then the community, The only ones that matter are the trapper's hut, shooting range, and the training grounds. As long as you have those 3 buildings at level 3, and you've at least built a house and a tavern, which by the way, you need to build houses, because houses are easy to build. There are these bigger trees that you can't cut down. You need to build a house on it. It's like a cool tree house. And I was like, where are the workers? In order to upgrade and build these places, you need workers. I'm like, how do I get workers? First of all, doing missions, you'll get workers. But second of all, I'm like, I ran out of missions. What do I do? So, yeah, you just have to build houses. As you build houses, people come live with you. You build another house, people can live with you. So at some point when I was doing these achievements, I was just like, oh, let me build 8 houses. Yeah, then I had plenty of people to come do stuff. So it was great. All right, so anyway, so the point is, that's how you get enough people to do the stuff. And as you're playing through the game, you will have the materials to get all these things. You're going to have to get that furnace and blacksmith, I would say first, because the blacksmith, you need better tools. Some of them, like the iron, if you go to the iron mine, there's actually a copper, I think it's a copper pickaxe in there, which can mine iron. So you can find some of the better pickaxes and axes and swords and stuff throughout the game. You get them as rewards, but for the most part, you need to make them. You need that furnace and that blacksmith high so that you can do that, because you're going to need eventually willow tree for some of the things, and you're not going to get willow tree unless you have the highest level axe, you see? Yeah, so just keep upgrading and collecting everything. All right, try not to sell anything. By the way, when you want to build, you have to go to this little table. It's probably on the video. And then in order to make the table work, you have to put your materials in this little chest in this other building. And then once they're in there, then you can build stuff. By the way, if you notice in the community section, you do not even have to build the Bowman's Camp or the 3-cup game. You're welcome to if you want, but those were not even necessary. So yeah, so that's for that. And then for number 7, hold your breath. Equip Robin's Village with some very basic sanitation. You just have to build an outhouse, a bathroom. That's it. It doesn't have to be upgraded or anything. You'll get that. And then once you did all the numbers that I have here for all my little things, all my buildings that I built and how I upgraded them, I got number 8, Master Builder. That's for doing everything at the max level, including the sanitary facility, which is the outhouse. Yeah. All right, hopefully that all made sense. I had to test it and kind of see where to put those with the upgrades. All right, category 10, miscellaneous achievements. 10 achievements for 100 gamer score. Number 1, seasoned fighter. Defeat 50 enemies. You'll get this through normal story play. All right, story play, is that right? All right, number 2 and 3, there are 2 different ways to play this game, and you can switch it in the menu. You can use precise combat mode, or you can use dynamic combat mode. And honestly, I had it set at precise, and I got the third achievement. I got the achievement for 30 enemies, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me switch it to dynamic. I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know. So I just left it on dynamic. I ended up getting both those, story play. 4, snake in the grass. You're able to go sneak behind people. You can actually hide in grass and stuff and plants and stab them in the back, which is horrible. And then it's like, it's like a stealth kill, basically. But it's hard once you get to higher level enemies unless you have higher level equipment, because they don't die with one backstab. That's right. You need to actually have a higher level. So maybe just keep playing some of the easier areas and just keep sneaking up on them. If you run away, if you get caught, they'll forget about you, come back, All right, so, or you'll get it in time as you get better weapons. Number 5 and 6 are for completing mini games. So there are a whole bunch of mini games. These are where there are guys in the tavern and they have a card game. The one game I played was he rolled 2 dice and 2 dice. Whoever had higher dice won. I just did that 25 times, to be honest. And I never did a mini game again. There are card games and stuff. I just didn't care. Whatever. So I just did that 25 times until I won 25 times. I must have done it 40 times, 50 times, I don't know. And I got money from it too, because at that point I had a lot of money. Because you find stuff, you sell stuff. You find stuff, you sell stuff. That's how you do it in this game. And number 7 and 8, solve your first puzzle and solve 25 puzzles. So there are multiple puzzles all around the map. And for this game, what you need to do, they kind of look like broken down buildings, and they have different types of puzzles. One kind of puzzle is where there are 4 or 5 bricks in the wall, and you need to press them in the right order. That's a super easy one. There's another one that I love because I'm a musician, and you play the song. It says a hint. You play the song, and then you have to basically play the correct melody by memory, or you can write it down, of course. And if you don't do it right, the spikes will get you. But yeah, but so the whole bunch. There's one. There are a couple. Oh, so by the way, there are so many puzzles. I didn't even do. I must have done about half the puzzles in the entire game. So you do not have to do all the puzzles. I only ended up doing 25, and I finished them. But some of them are super easy. There are 2 types of puzzles, in fact, that I never even did. There's one with like a light, where a light is shining. You have to shine it to the next light shiner thing. I didn't even do any of those. And there's another puzzle where you have to lift up these little gates under the ground. I didn't do those either. So there are plenty of puzzles, plenty of types of puzzles. Just do as many as you can when you go by them. It says on the map where they are. It doesn't say which ones they are, but it says on the map where they are. All right, 9, ornithophobia. Shoot down 15 birds. Oh, poor birds. So when I had my bow, you can do this with any bow, but at the point I did this, I had a good bow. All right, and so what you need to do is shoot birds, but birds are hard to find. So I found 2 spots, and I'm probably showing it on the video. I found this one spot it's closer to Robin's area, and there was always a bird that kept flying in that one spot. So I would shoot it, and you could slow down when you use the bow. It's awesome. You could slow down time. You can slow down time for anything. But I would shoot it, and then I would then fast travel because it's not going to respawn right away. So I would fast travel all the way down to this one area. What was it? Was it Midland area or Sherwood Forest? I forget. What's there? You'll see it on the video. And it always comes around that corner, the bird. Yeah, I shoot it there. And then I went back, respawned to the Sherwood Forest area. No, respawned to Robin's Village area. Kill that one. Went back to the other one. Yeah, eventually I got the 15 easily. But finding birds is hard. So that's why I showed you that little place so you could do it. All right, and then 10. All right, so in the Peak District, there is an archery tournament. Let me tell you about my nightmare of, well, it's not a nightmare, but it was annoyance. All right, so there is an archery tournament in Wakefield. That's one of the towns in Peak District, and in order to get 100% in the Peak District, you need to beat the archery tournament. And the archery tournament is not so hard. Okay. So you have to talk to the guy. He lets you go in. You beat it, and then you're done with it. And then you have 100% in there, right? That's not a problem. Like, you're gonna get this achievement, no problem. It's a little hard. So category 11, challenging achievements. 1 achievement for 10 gamer score. And here we are. Number 1, the professional, 10 gamer score. Gained the maximum score in the Grand Archery Tournament in Wakefield. So right now it is the middle of July in 2024, and as of right now, this is one of the hardest achievements I've seen. On True Achievements, only 6 people have completed this game because only 6 people have beaten this Grand Archery Tournament. Yeah, so how do you beat this tournament? Well, if you have the best bow, you have the best bow. You're all leveled up in your bow skill, and you have to get 5 like center shots of the target in a row. All right, this is ridiculously hard, I can tell you. But I can't even tell you normally. You know why? Because I completed the archery tournament to get 100%, and I was like, all right, I got it. I got the easy one. I'm going to come back at the end of the game once I have the upgraded bow, and then I'll come back and I'll do the professional achievement. I'll get the best score later, all right? So I finished the entire game. I got the best bow, and I went back, and the guy's like, yeah, good job. You completed it. Good job. I'm like, okay, where is I want to do the tournament again. He's like, nope, good job. So I found out that I locked myself out of it. Yeah. So are you kidding me? I was so mad because I had spent like 50 hours and I got the bow. I had everything upgraded, everything completed. And then I got there and he's like, whoops, you already did the tournament. It's all locked. You can't do it again. Are you kidding me? Do not let this happen to you. This is what you need to do. Unfortunately, if you're going to wait to do this achievement, you need to, you have to not get 100% in Peak District because you have to beat this in order to get 100%. Yeah. So what you need to do is before you finish the archery tournament, make a save. There's a house like right near it. I'm probably putting on the video. A house right near it. You can make a save on the bed. And then you just keep going in, and you keep trying to get it. And if you fail, reload that save. If you fail, reload that save. But as soon as you beat that archery tournament, you cannot go back into it. I hope they change that. Now, you're probably saying, so what did I do? Yeah, I replayed almost the entire game. All right. Oh, I was going to make a speedrun guide in order to show you how to get the fast bow and open up this archery tournament from the beginning of the game, since I was replaying it to get there again. And it took way longer than I wanted. I had to do at least like 50-something% in Barnsdale in the Peak District. But wow, replaying this game, it was at least another 10 hours to get back to that archery tournament a second time after I locked myself out. So how frustrating. Even though I still love this game and I still kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, I was just irritated that it took so long. I loved it. This game is so fantastic, so I hope you can beat that. I mean, honestly, if you have a mouse and keyboard, it's probably going to be a way easier. I'm hoping that they maybe make this achievement a lot easier for people, because this game is not really completable because of this achievement, because it is so difficult. But other than that, just make sure you just keep all the reputation. Don't take any rewards from anybody. Just complete everything. Don't fail anything. Yeah, and that's it. This is Sherwood, the Sherwood Builder, Robin Hood. I love it. So let me know if you have any questions, and I can answer more stuff about it. I know a whole bunch about this game. I spent a lot of time with it. So let me know, and I will talk to you next time on the Achievement Planner.